that.
Now, Honourable Minister, why I was saying this, this information you brought is from Ministry of Justice, is from Electoral Commission. It is from Ministry of Justice, which supervises Electoral Commission. Now, yours is mobilization.
Yes.
Which you
Honourable,
done very well.
right.
I don't know if you have. I just wanted to know if you have any legal mandate.
Honourable members, none of you has a right to tell any member of parliament to sit down. No.
Honourable.
No.
Oh,
I was simply thanking the speaker so I could go and take my seat.
okay.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker.
Thank you.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker.
Thank you.
I can sit without being held in my waist. Thank you, Honourable.
Thank you. So, yeah. So, honourable colleagues, order. Now, why I've guided this way, I don't want to put the ministry, which is not responsible for organizing elections, on the spot, on the issue. They've done a great job getting all this information and doing the mobilization. So mainly, we wanted the Ministry of Local Government on the part of mobilization, but also on mobilization, you can see the minister has said the Electoral Commission is responsible. So I would want the Electoral Commission, which is represented by the minister. I want to thank you, Honourable Namere, for the great job.
Namere tumumanyi ng'omukyala atasirika era ng'ono ye state minister wa local government. Kati omukyala ono yazze ku floor ya parliament era nga twalabye confrontation between her and Jane Ruth Aceng. Jane Ruth Aceng ye chief whip. Era nga wano ki ekyabaddewo? Namere yabadde ayogera mu mateeka mu parliament. Speaker waba ayogera, MP oba omuntu yenna abeera ayogera asooka n'atuula. You don't confront a speaker nga ayogera. Naye wano Namere we yabadde ayogera, speaker n'agezaako mutereeza. Ate Namere yasigadde nga ayimiridde ng'ate akyayogera. Kati wano Ruth Aceng yasitukidde n'ayagala omuggyako microphone ng'amuwooyawooya ng'amugamba kino tebakikola bwe bati. Namere yagambye tewali ayinza mukugira kwogera ku floor ya parliament. Era wano twalabyeko confrontation yawo n'okusikaŋŋana nga Dr. Ruth Aceng agezaako muwooyawooya amukute mu kyoto n'amugamba nta nva mu kiwato kyange. Era wano Ruth Aceng teyagaanye, teyaleeseeyo ku exercising mandate y'okulaba nti nno wabeerawo sanity, kubanga bwe bagamba order oba speaker wabeera ng'ayogera ng'alina kya collectinga, MP nga ggwe olina okusooka n'okakkana n'oggyako ne microphone, then waamaliriza n'akuwa chance n'oyogera. Kati kino si weekyabadde ku Namere. Kati era kino yakikoze naye nga tekiri mateeka. Era speaker that is Thomas Tayewa yagezezzaako mugayidinga n'agamba no, tulina engeri gye tukola ebintu since gwokyali mupya, tulina engeri gye tukwata ensonga. Era n'agezaako mugayidinga naye weebityo we byabadde mu parliament.
Now, Honourable Minister, why I was saying this, this information you brought is from Ministry of Justice, is from Electoral Commission. It is from Ministry of Justice, which supervises Electoral Commission. Now, yours is mobilization.
Yes.
Which you
Honourable,
done very well.
right.
I don't know if you have. I just wanted to know if you have any legal mandate.
Honourable members, none of you has a right to tell any member of parliament to sit down. No.
Honourable.
No. I was simply thanking the speaker so I could go and take my seat.
Okay.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker.
Thank you.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker.
Thank you.
I can sit without being held in my waist. Thank you, Honourable.
Thank you. So, So, honorable colleagues, order. Order, order. Now, why I've guided this way, I don't want to put the ministry, which is not responsible for organizing elections, on the spot, on the issue. They've done a great job getting all this information and doing the mobilization. So mainly, we wanted the Ministry of Local Government on the part of mobilization, but also on mobilization, you can see the minister has said the Electoral Commission is responsible. So I would want the Electoral Commission, which is represented by the minister. I want to thank you, Honorable Namere, for the great job here.
Chonga tukitadde ku bbali ate era tukyali mu Parliament. MP owa Bugaya West MP ono nno nga ye Dennis Namara yavudde n'asaba Parliament emuwe holiday agende atebolinge biiru eno biiru ng'egendereddwamu okulaba nti nekyusa the way Parliament gyetambuzaamu emirimu na Diamond Administration era nga kino kyazze oluvannyuma lwa Muhoozi Kainerugaba okuvaayo gye buvuddeko n'ategeeza nga we bagenda okujja Joel Ssennyonyi ku leader of opposition era wano Namara yavaayo publicly n'agamba batandise okulaba nti no bakola okunoonyereza n'okutebolinga biiru okulaba nti no bakyusaamu bakola ennongoosereza mu kawaayiro kano akawa obuyinza leader of opposition okulaba ng'alondebwa ekibiina ekisinga ababaka abangi ekya opposition mu Parliament era ayagala nti leader of opposition alondebwe ababaka bonna aba opposition kyokka ono aleeta private members bill ye wa kibiina ekya NRM stroke PLU naye ate ayagala kuleeta tteeka erirongoosa mu opposition opposition tebannaba ku complainingako naye kati ye kyekisinga omuluma era agamba nti no wano wabirina okubaawo ekikyuka kubanga leader of opposition kibiina ekya National Unity Platform kyekyamulonda naye ate ali loyo ku kibiina kye so si ku bano si ku ebibiina ebirala kati ayagala wabeewo nti leader of opposition naye wabanga alondeddwa asobola okubeera nga awaako embalirirwa kubanga ssente zaatola ssente za Parliament zakozesa kati kitegeeza abaka bonna aba opposition balina okuba nga bamulonda okulaba nga bonna babeera nga bamulinako obuvunaanyizibwa era nalabyeyo omuntu agamba naye mu bintu byonna ebiruma abantu b'Ebunyole eyo mu Bugaya West ono omusajja nga Parliament yakatandika kino kyalabye naye this was an instruction from who? From MK nga nategeeza ba MP aba PLU abalininga ku PLU okulaba nga baleeta ennongoosereza mu administration ya Parliament balabe nti leader of opposition alondebwa ebibiina ebya opposition byonna so si kugenda kavule oba si kugenda wa kibiina ekyo nekisinga amaanyi oba ekisinga abaka abangi mu Parliament nti kyekiba kirondane kyekiba kironda leader of opposition kale no weebatyo kati Joel Ssennyonyi naye atula bufoofofo kubanga essaawa yonna ekifo kyandimuyita mu ngalo singa MP ono akoma kuba speaker yamugambye genda okola okunoonyereza okulungi okomewo otebolinge ensonga yo otebolinge biliyo gy'oyagala tugiyitemu tulabe nga oba enaasobola okuyita oba ng'enaaba egoberedde amateeka kale no weebityo.
Speaker, we pardon the members for their sheer ignorance of the law.
Honorable Namara, that's not a language.
I withdraw. I withdraw.
Thank you.
I withdraw.
Thank you.
Aware that the embracement of political pluralism in 2005 and the subsequent amendment of the Constitution in 2006 led to the establishment of the office of the Leader of the Opposition in Parliament under Article 82A of the 1995 Constitution. Further aware that in 2006 the Administration of Parliament Act was amended to provide for the election of the Leader of Opposition and the grounds for vacation of the office of the Leader of the Opposition in Parliament. Acknowledging that the election of the Leader of the Opposition in Parliament under Section 8 of the Administration of Parliament Act is restricted to the most numerically dominant opposition party in Parliament, who may consult members of other opposition political parties in Parliament and independent members of Parliament. Further acknowledging that the prevailing grounds for removal of the leader of opposition from office are inadequate and requires expansion to include incompetence and misconduct as a safeguard for accountability, efficiency, and effectiveness. Noting that reforming the manner of election of the leader of opposition in parliament may, by requiring the involvement of all opposition political parties in parliament, will bolster inter-party cooperation and dialogue, national cohesion, and the growth of political pluralism in fulfillment of the democratic principles enshrined in the national objectives and directive principles of state policy as detailed in the 1995 Constitution of the Republic of Uganda. Further noting that expanding the grounds of vacation of office of the leader of opposition in parliament to include incompetence and misconduct will hedge the performance and behavior of the duty bearer against abuse, appreciating that the proposed amendments to the Administration of Parliament Act will necessitate a corresponding amendment to the rules of procedure with regard to the procedure for election of the leader of opposition in parliament and vacation of office of the leader of opposition in parliament. Now, therefore, be it resolved that parliament grants me leave to introduce a private member's bill entitled the Administration of Parliament Amendment Bill. Right Honourable Speaker, I beg to move.
Thank you. Is the motion seconded? Honorable Okwaringa, Honorable Ngopek, Honorable Rinda Auma, Honorable Ngopek. So, Honorable Namara, would you want to justify your motion?
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker and honourable members. First of all, we must acknowledge that this is a new parliament. This is a new parliament, and every new parliament is supposed to make laws and rules for the better functioning of that parliament. This is not the 11th parliament, it is the 12th parliament. And the Administration of Parliament Act talks about how parliament functions. It is the internal nuts and bolts of how the internal technicalities and operations of parliament are executed. Therefore, that's why we say at the inception of this parliament, we should come up with the laws and rules for the better functioning of this parliament. All said and done, Right Honourable Speaker and honourable members, we are talking about anchoring democracy. Democracy cannot only be on the side of the national resistance movement. Democracy should be on two sides. If you are seeking, those people, the maxim of equity says those who seek equity must come with clean hands. So when you come and say government should be accountable, even on your side, you should be accountable. Right Honourable Speaker, the bill is to amend the Administration of Parliament Act to provide for the election of the leader of opposition by members of the opposition in parliament from amongst themselves. That's one. Number two, to provide additional grounds upon which the leader of the opposition may cease to hold office for purposes of accountability. If every person, every minister of the government of Uganda can be censured because they draw money from the consolidated fund, how come there are no checks and balances on the side of the leader of opposition who draws money from the consolidated fund? Number three, to require the shadow cabinet to be approved by all members of the opposition, not only one political party. Number three, Right Honourable Speaker, I beg to be protected by some...
Honourable, they are not on record.
Oh,
continue.
Thank you very much. Number four, also, Right Honourable Speaker, as you can see from the appointment of the committees of parliament and international bodies, only one political party out of 17 positions has taken 16. The other political parties, we don't talk about the position of one political party. We talk about opposition parties in parliament. Which type of equity do you talk about when 17 positions are taken by one political party, and yet we have more than 5 political parties in parliament? What are the defects in the existing legislation? When you look at the cabinet, Right Honourable Speaker and members, out of 30 ministers, 20 of them are from one political party. The rest share only 10. We are saying you want to entrench democracy. What you preach to us is what you must practice. What are the defects in the existing law? In July 2005, Uganda transitioned from the movement political system to a multi-party political system through a national referendum. The adoption of the multi-party system of governance saw the amendment of the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda to create the office of the Leader of Opposition in Parliament. And subsequently, in 2006, the Administration of Parliament Act was amended to provide for the office of the Leader of Opposition. Section 8 of the Administration of Parliament Act provides for the election of the Leader of Opposition in Parliament to the government, having the greatest numerical strength in Parliament. Whereas Section 8 of the Administration of Parliament Act requires the Leader of Opposition in Parliament to be determined through consultation with other political parties in opposition and independent members of Parliament. It has been a norm that the choosing of the Leader of Opposition is not done in Parliament. And yet the law is about the Administration of Parliament Act. But the choosing of the Leader of Opposition is handled from outside Parliament. We want the members of the opposition, together with the independent members of opposition who are here, as the law provides, to be consulted on that matter.
An amendment. I've been reading this Twitter page of his. Everything here is a boomerang on him.
Honorable Seung,
And
just there. Let me ask you. Now, a private member has a right to move a bill here. And I don't think any member has a right to be told how his constituency will react or not, because he knows the constituency he represents. And the issues we are talking about, we are bordering on arguing on a motion which is not yet presented. So don't you think it would be prudent for us to proceed with the motion and then we debate and we decide? Because in relation to what Honorable Nsamba has raised, one, here we don't have bills which are a preserve of which side presents them, apart from bills that do have a charge on the consolidated fund, which are clearly prescribed under Article 93 of the Constitution. Okay? So any member can move any bill, apart from those which are preserved for government. And those are clearly provided for by Article 93 of the Constitution. Number two, Honorable Namara was not here when whatever happened. He doesn't know why the member withdrew or the arguments which were provided. And the same political parties are here. They can make those arguments and you convince members. It's not for me to decide. It's you, honorable colleagues. Okay? So with that, I'm going to allow Honorable Namara to present his motion. No, let Honorable Namara Dennis present his motion. And because Honorable Seungu, I will not allow you to continue intimidating a member, saying in your constituency you're facing problems. So kindly take your seat. Let Honorable Namara do his work of representing.